Hey guys, Oscar here, and today I'm going to talk about my experience for the last 72 hours flying the DJI Avata. So, to make the story short, I initially ordered the DJI Avata a few months ago. Actually about a year ago, that initial drone was defective. Apparently the GPS was wrong and it kept going by itself. It kept going round and round and round, and it didn't want to do anything else. So I tried to fly the drone multiple times and I ended up crashing in the lake. So I got this replacement back from DJI. I got the replacement back, and I've been flying it every day for the past 72 hours. And here is my initial impressions, and I need to put a disclaimer here. I'm not a professional drone when it comes to FPV. I'm not professional at all. I'm learning right now, and I must say that this drone, the DJI Avata, was meant to be flown with the motion controller. This is the way to fly it the best if you are starting. Keep in mind, I'm only flying it normal and sports mode, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. If you're using the motion controller, this is the way to fly this drone. I do have the FPV remote. I try to use it in sports and normal mode, but the experience was not the same. Now, let's keep in mind that remote control was meant to be used by the complete manual mode that you control everything, okay? I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. I'm in the process of doing that, okay? Now, being that said, that you're going to be using, if you're a beginner, if you're going to be using the motion controller, I highly recommend for you to memorize what each button does, okay? This is going to save you in multiple places. It's going to save your drone. It's going to save you in many aspects. Okay, let's go ahead and start. This button right here, if you press it twice, it's going to start the drone, but it will not take off. If you press and hold it, it will take off, okay? Just keep that in mind. This button right here is to come back home, and also it works for the sports and the normal mode, okay? This right here is to start recording. This right here is to adjust your gimbal. This right here is to power on. This right here is to, if you go like that, is to go forward. If you go like that, is to go backwards, okay? And I highly recommend to use this wrist lanyard. Hold it, and you're supposed to hold it just like a gun, like this. And when you're flying the drone, don't go like that. Don't go like this, okay? You gotta go like this. Just the entire movement is going to be in your wrist, okay? Make sure you keep that in mind. This drone, I believe, is the best starter FPV drone for anyone, because the speed is not that fast. You can control the speed. You can control a few things here. And being that said, that it's not that fast, yesterday I was flying and the winds were about 12 miles per hour with a gust of 28 miles per hour, and the drone did horrible. The drone was flying, the entire time was flying like sideways like this, and it was not the best experience. So this drone was not meant to be flown in high speed winds and with the wind gust of 28 miles per hour. It was not the best. It was not the best experience. So I highly recommend it to fly it in calm winds. For example, the winds today here where I live at is, the winds here are 3 miles per hour with a gust of 8 miles per hour. Perfect weather, perfect. Okay. Another thing, when it comes to the FPV goggles that I got, I forget what's the name of this model. We have the antennas right here. You power on right here, and then you manage everything with this little button right there. Okay. In conclusion, the DJI Avata, this model that I have, which is the Avata number 1, is a perfect drone for beginners. I truly see the potential of this drone doing more. I truly see it, okay? And I can feel it as well, because when I was flying on sports mode, it was very responsive on many aspects. And if eventually when I go manual, I think it's going to do even better. You can't fly with the motion controller, you can't fly it manual, so I have to keep that in mind. What else here? I think the drone would function better with the what they call a naked GoPro, or the Action 2, the Osmo Action 2. I think it would work very well if you put it on the top. Okay, it's gonna add some weight, but I think it's going to give you better footage as well. And one thing that I just didn't like at all, I don't know who was the genius that designed this part right here, but the SD card is right here, and the USB-C connection is also right here. I mean, it's so difficult to take it off. It's so difficult to take the SD card off that I'm telling you, it's pretty hard. I don't think it was a good design at all. I must say, not the best at all. A few things before I let you guys go. I ended up getting the protectors because I know I'm gonna crash. Eventually I'm gonna crash. I got the protectors for the propellers. I also got this metal protector too, so if the drone hits something, it's going, if the drone hits something, it's going to hit the metal thing, and it's going to protect the gimbal to a point. Okay, it's going to protect the gimbal to a point. I also own the DJI FPV drone, the very first one that they came out. That one is much faster. That one is a very good drone. I love that drone. But with the remote control, I think it's too fast. So that's why I was somewhat hesitant. I think I can fly that drone with this. I think I'm able to do that, and I'm gonna try it. I think it would be a much better experience. That's in the near future. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that. But overall, this drone is good. This drone is good. I ended up getting more batteries because the batteries only last like about 10 minutes or so, 11 minutes. So it's not that long. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and please click like, share the video, subscribe. This is me flying the drone, flying the DJI Avata drone from a beginner's perspective. I'm not any type of professional at all, so I'm starting from zero. In fact, I'm starting from zero, and I've been flying this drone for only 72 hours. Okay? All right, guys, have an amazing day. Tomorrow is Monday, and we have to go to work. All right, bye.